Hello and welcome to my newest unboxing video. This is the second one that I've made, and we're going to do the same as last time. If you didn't watch it, here it is, right here. You can watch my previous unboxing video where I spent like, what was it, like 600, 800 pounds, something like that, on a bunch of GTA stuff, my collection. This one is going to be in sort of a mini part to start off with, and then we'll get into the main stuff. The mini part is this stuff here on the right hand side, as you can see. These are things that I've already unboxed, but I wanted to show them because they're cool things that I added to the collection in between the first video and now. I haven't kept everything. So we'll just go from sort of like left to right as it goes on. It might be your left, it might be my right, I don't know. But the first one that we can look at is this one here, which is... So this isn't actually a game, it is just a like piece of add-on content which has like a... I don't know if it's like a download code or what, but I'll bring it so you can see it a bit closer. But it's the only copy of T-Lad that you can possibly get. So these were sold in stores. I think it was an American-only thing, but you could probably correct me on that. But basically, so you have the GTA 4 physical editions, but there is only, if you want to play T-Lad and Ballad of Gay Tony, you can either download them digitally on like Steam or whatever, or you can get the complete edition or like the IV plus episodes from Liberty City. There's no way to get like the individual physical copies apart from this box that you can get as like a pre-sale, pre-order thing, which you can get in certain stores for T-Lad specifically. There isn't one like this for Ballad of Gay Tony, as far as I know, but these are even difficult to find as it is. So this is the first one. The second one is actually a really cool one as well. I was actually told about this at ESA by Poker, but it's a slightly different version. So when we think of the GTA trilogy, or Trilogia as it's called here, you would think that it would be 3 Vice City and San Andreas, or maybe like GTA 4 and the respective DLCs. But instead this one, as you can probably see here at the bottom, it is actually GTA 1, GTA 2 and GTA 3. That is the trilogy there. This is Hungarian, I believe. I think Glembo sent me this, so shout out to you. They like sent this was their own personal copy. And I know that a lot of other countries have it. I know Hungary does, I know Poland does, and possibly other like Central Eastern European countries do as well. But yeah, so it's a trilogy that doesn't exist in the UK, you can only get it in certain countries. And yeah, I thought it was really cool, so I put that on top as well. Next up, what is this one here? This is San Andreas, the special edition. So this is like, it's kind of in beaten up shape because I couldn't really get a better one because again, these things are expensive to import from the US because you have to pay for like import fees and shipping, which is really quite expensive from the US. But yeah, this is a special edition, so it's like a golden edition of San Andreas for the PS2. And the reason that makes it special is that it includes the introduction, which is like basically like an introduction movie that gives you lore to San Andreas before the actual main game starts. I'd never seen it or heard of it until like a year ago, but it actually gives you a lot of retrospective on like CJ's introduction as a character and his work in Liberty City and stuff that he did before the events of San Andreas taking place, which is really cool as well. We'll put that back. And then this one is probably one of my favorites for sure. This is GTA 1 for the PlayStation, but the Japanese edition. As you can see, it has a completely different box art to how you'd usually expect. GTA 1 has a number of different ones, but the Japanese one is like the coolest in my opinion, with the Statue of Liberty and everything. So yeah, this came from eBay. One of the Japanese sellers was selling it for very cheap. I think they might even have like some kind of deal where you don't have to pay for shipping from Japan. You can get it from like their UK warehouse or something. I think that's why I bought it. But yeah, very cool, very happy to have that. And it's in a nice like sealed envelope, so it doesn't get dusty or anything, which is nice. And then the final one here is GTA 2 for the Game Boy Color. So again, it's not in the best condition. As you can see, I've got it in like a case protector, but you can definitely see some wear and tear. But GTA 2 for the Game Boy Color is surprisingly difficult and expensive to buy in good condition. Grand Theft Auto 1 is up there already. I believe I showed that in the first video. If I didn't, then I apologize, but I'm pretty sure I did. But I didn't have GTA 2 at the time, but now I do. So those are the big pickups. I have picked up other various smaller things, but I'm not going to show them all because we'd be here all day. But the important thing is that we are now going to look into the new stuff that we've unboxed. And this is going to be some big stuff, I assure you. This is some stuff that you might not have ever heard of, and stuff that I've certainly never heard of until recently, and some quite expensive things that I think you're going to enjoy. Okay, cool. So let's get started. Same as the first video, if you haven't seen it, we had a running total on one of the top corners. I don't remember which one of these, but there'll be a running total as I open everything, and it will show the amount of money that we spent and then the total at the end, so you can see how much it is. And I can clickbait the title with how much I spent to prove that I'm rich now that I'm full-time streaming and stuff. Obviously, I need to flex my wealth on all of my YouTube pleb commenters. That's the plan. So first up, I'm just going to grab a random package. Some of these might not necessarily be for the collection, they might just be like random stuff that I bought, so I might pick this up and you might never see it, we'll see. So this first one I know is part of the collection, and this is quite a thin case. This is the weird one. So this is actually a really thin, I don't know how well it shows on the video, but it's an extremely thin case. It isn't like a standard Xbox 360 case, but it is an Xbox 360 version of GTA 4, and as you can see on the back, it's actually like an Xbox Live promo. This was really cheap. It was just like a thing that I saw on eBay that I thought was cool. And yeah, it says on the back, it says, visit Liberty City, play on GTA 4 multiplayer Xbox Live with your friends. And it starts on autumn 28, so that's the 2008, sorry. So that starts the pre-order thing. And yeah, you get some gamer pictures and Xbox Live points. So it's not an actual like version of the game, but it's a sealed like pre-order bonus, which I think is really cool. And if I hear it on the inside, I think I heard something shaking, but then it stopped as soon as I did it. So yeah, that was cool. That was just one thing that I randomly picked up. Maybe we'll start with the cheap stuff and get to the expensive stuff, but it's all random what I'm picking, so we'll see. Don't know if you can hear that. You probably can, because I can see it peaking on OBS. That is what you call a loose disc, which is never good, because as we probably talked about in the first video, if you buy a sealed copy and it's a loose disc, it is quite a delicate process to get the disc back into the thing without unsealing the game. So hopefully this isn't a sealed copy of anything. I haven't really been buying any sealed stuff, so I don't think it is, but you never know. This stuff I've picked up over months, so I don't remember what any of this stuff is until I see it and I'm like, oh yeah, I bought that 3 months ago. Let's have a look. This is a sealed copy of something. Oh shit, that's never good. What is this? Oh, okay, no, it's not sealed, thankfully. It's just in like a plastic wrap. So this is where we're going to get to the interesting stuff already. So this is GTA 4 for the Xbox 360, but as you see on that sort of strip here, it is actually a promotional copy that isn't for resale. So the big money comes from a lot of these. There's going to be several of them, we'll get through them, but basically the idea is that these are promo copies that were sent to like media outlets, game journalists, video game stores, things like that, to promote the game coming out. So in this case with GTA 4, at some point in like 2007, 2008, some kind of journalist or some kind of pre-release media was sent this particular copy of the game, and only potentially hundreds, maybe a couple of thousand of these are ever sent out ever. So these are extremely rare to find. And obviously when they do come up, they are quite expensive because a lot of people want them for their collections. So yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to a guy called John Doe on GTA forums. I assume he doesn't want to be known by his real name, but his online name that you can find him on GTA forums is John Doe. And he hooked me up with a lot of these promo stuff because he is like deep into the scene of Rockstar collecting, so he has a lot of copies, spare stuff that he sells on. He has contacts with people that also sell stuff, and he was able to help me buy a lot of this stuff for a decent price. So big shout outs to him. But yeah, so this is a loose disc, but it's not a big deal because it's not sealed, thankfully, so I can easily put the disc back in. But yeah, so this is a promotional copy that you wouldn't be able to find in the stores usually, only to media journalists and things like that. There'll be plenty more of those to come, I assure you. So I don't know if you can see this through the bubble wrap without them falling out of the bottom, but we have 2 more promo copies here, and these are actually big ones. These are quite expensive, especially the one on the top. So I'm going to show them like this. I don't know if you can see. The top one is very obvious if you're not familiar. This is Canes Canem Edit, which is Bully for the PS2. In the UK, when Bully was first coming out, they didn't allow it to be called Bully because bullying is bad, and obviously you didn't want people to encourage bullying. So they had to release it with something else. So it came out as Canis Canem Edit, which means dog eat dog in Latin, which is like I think it's like the motto of the Academy, Bulworth Academy. And that's how it was branded in the UK. I don't know what it was like in other countries. I think it was still called Bully in like the US, maybe some other European places. You can let me know wherever you're from, what did you call Bully when you were growing up as a kid? But yeah, so this is a promo copy for the PS2 of Bully. And this is also one for, I believe, LCS, I think. GTA LCS. So we'll get them out the bubble wrap, one sec. Yes, it's LCS. So this one is probably the one that I'm most hyped about, the bully one. Because I remember going into a store as a kid. I'm sure you guys can all relate to this. You would get like one game like every now and again, you know, like every month, and that game had to stick, right? And when I heard that Bully was coming out on PS2, I was so excited to go and get it. And I went into like my local game, or like GameStop or whatever your like country equivalent is, and I was so upset because I was going to the B section and I couldn't find Bully anywhere. And just when we were about to leave, and I was so upset that I didn't get to play Bully, I spoke to the person, like the guy working there who was like stocking the shelves or whatever, and I said that I was like really upset that Bully wasn't there, and like, when would you get it back? And he was like, no, dude, we do have it. What do you mean? I'll come show you. And he showed me, and the reason why is because it was under the C section, Canis Cadem Edit in the UK. I didn't know that it had been rebranded. I thought it was called Bully. So as you can imagine, my frown turned upside down at that point, and I was absolutely beaming for the next 6 months playing the shit out of this game. So it's really cool to have a demo of it. And as you can see on the back, I'll get a bit closer for this. You can see on the back there is the disc. And I don't know if you can see it, it might be difficult, but basically on the top, it has the promo only, not for resale text in various different languages. I don't know if you can see it. There you go, that's probably the closest you're gonna get to be able to see it, but yeah. It's really cool to have these tiny little jewel cases. The infographics don't really have a lot, but you can see there's the not for resale there on the bottom as well. So yeah, that's the one for PS2 Bully. And LCS as well. All of the GTA ones have like very generic ones. I don't know why they have it like that. They just have like a white and a logo. You'll see later on. Some of them have black backgrounds, but we have a lot of these coming. So these are very exciting. I was like, I guess you can leave this whole thing in. I was so confused. I opened up the package and it looked like this on both sides. And I'm like, what the fuck has happened to whatever I've bought here? Like, it's all falling apart. And I open it up and it's my copy of VCS, the promo of VCS, inside a Pink Floyd album. This is Pink Floyd's Pulse. There you go. Oh, it's just like the spine of Pink Floyd Pulse. I don't know how well you can see it. But yeah, Pink Floyd album. I don't know why they just had a random defaced sleeve to put it in, and it was backwards too. Like, it's supposed to be like this, but it was pulled backwards like this. I don't know why it was like that, but thanks, I guess. Yeah, anyway, to the meat and potatoes. Exactly the same as LCS, but for VCS. This is also not super difficult to find. Usually VCS copies are hard to find, especially like PS2 ones and stuff nowadays. But the promo itself was actually quite easy. There was a couple going on at eBay. I didn't get this through GTA forums for like any private collectors. This is one that I just found by myself. The same with the GTA 4 as well. That was one that I found by myself. So this one is also very cool. So with GTA 3 on the PS2, there is a million different artworks that you'll see. A good example is the UK has its own specific one with, like, I'm sure Liv can throw it up at some point, like here. It's like the white background with a bunch of like characters on it, one of them pointing a gun outwards. But then the like American release has a completely different darker tone one. I don't know why they did had so many different artworks for the games, but there's one that's like the universal one, and the UK has a different one. And then also regions like Australia and maybe some others have a completely different one, which is this one here that I've got in my hands. For some reason there was a guy here, this is a UK seller on eBay, and he just listed this as like a rare art version, but it isn't a rare art version, it's just the Australian copy, as you can see by the age rating as well at the bottom. But yeah, this is as far as I know, fairly unique artwork to find, especially in the UK, because the most prominent region I know where these things existed, which is Australia, is obviously miles away, so it's very rare to see these in this country. So buying this without having to spend 100 grand on shipping from Australia was ideal. So, context for this one. So if you go to pricecharting.com, which is a good resource for seeing how expensive rare games are, and you go to PS1, this isn't a PS1 game, but just to give you an idea, it's the closest comparison I have. You go to PS1 and you filter by the most expensive games you can possibly find. There are a bunch of rare PS1 games, and one of the, I think it's the second highest, it might not be now, I looked at this like a couple of months ago, but it is one of the most expensive PS1 games is the GTA double feature between GTA 1 and GTA London, 1969. 61 doesn't have a physical release, I don't think. Now imagine my surprise when I see one on eBay come up that isn't a PS1 copy, but it is even better in my opinion, because it is a big box PC copy. Look at that beauty. That is going to be fucking stunning on the top of my shelf, because holy moly. It is in such good condition. There's a couple of nicks on the corner of the cardboard, but aside from that, a big box GTA double feature like this, I don't want to know how many of these there are around in the UK. There's probably like a handful if I had to guess. I've never seen this out in the wild apart from one day we were at the cinema and I got notified that an auction was happening for this and I was like, I need to fucking have it. I don't remember what film we were watching. We were watching The Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling, and I don't remember what happened in the film because all my mind could think about was this. All my mind was like, oh my god, Ryan Gosling, GTA double feature. Those two are linked in my mind now forever. So yeah, this is going to be up in the holy grail with this kind of stuff. Something here is going to get put in the bin, and this is going right up there. So, little pop quiz for you all. On what day did GTA 5 come out on PS3? If you were going to say, well actually I'll give you an even better one. I'll give you an even easier question. What season in 2013 did GTA 5 release? If you were to say pre-order now in spring 2013, you'd be wrong. This is false information. It came out in fall or autumn in September, I think. I might be wrong as well. Put a sound if I'm wrong. But yeah, this is a pre-order thing that you can get in Tesco, I think it was. But basically like a pre-order now sort of memorabilia thing for GTA 5. You could take it and you would pay like the pre-order fee, like, 40 quid or whatever it was back then. Now it's 100 quid nowadays to pre-order a game, but back then it was like 12 quid to pre-order a game. And then you would get your pre-ordered content whenever it came out at the start for GTA 5. But yeah, the interesting thing is that these came out so early that it actually has the pre-delayed date on it. So GTA 5 was supposed to come out early 2013, but they delayed it into, I believe, September, I think it was. So this is such a cool boomer memorabilia of GTA 5 that actually spreads misinformation on the internet. So I'm clearing it up for you. You're welcome. I think the entire fucking global population of sellotape has been used here. Jesus Christ. I'm legit going to be here for hours opening this. Do excuse me.
I do excuse you.
What a weird thing to say, Ben. It's not very native speaker of you, is it?
2 very boring minutes later.
Oh my god, the state of it.
The fucking statiers.
3 hours later.
20 minutes later. 1 eternity later.
All this just to find out it's like fucking packet of crisps or something. What even is this? It's a promo. Whatever it is. It's 2 promos. Jesus. Very well packaged. They're still fucking... My god. Okay. 4 boxes later. Oh, this is big. So this is a John Doe package. Shout out to John Doe. Made sure that not even I could get into the package. Never mind anybody at UPS or, whatever. So let's go through these. This is 4 promo copies. These are very cool. So the first one, the big one, GTA Vice City. As I say, these are difficult to get. Lives pogging in the background. I'm absolutely sighing right now. I'm like, this is for the thumbnail. Oh, what? GTA Vice City, what? Promo copy, what? Yeah. Oh, I got this soy. Oh, soy point. GTA Vice City. LA Noire, or as our Frenchies like to call it, Le Noir. It's PS3 game, you guys I'm sure know it. So, as you might notice with the bully one as well, these are Lou's fucking business over the background. She understands French, you see, so it means the black, le noir. I'm pretty sure, what is black in? Noir is black in French, isn't it? But it's spelt differently. Anyway, so these kind of devolved into like Rockstar Collection as well. He offered me a good deal, I couldn't say no. These aren't just GTA stuff, but they're really cool and I wanted them. LA Noire, fucking sick game. I want to play through it again at some point. I've played this game like 6 times at this point. Not to brag, but I've played it a lot. I want to get all the achievements on Steam at some point. Max Payne 2, I think that is. Yeah, Max Payne 2, another great game. Haven't played it as much as the first one. I like the first one a lot more. Max Payne 3 is shit, and anybody who thinks otherwise is wrong. Max Payne 1, biblical game. One of the best Rockstar games I've ever played, by far. Yeah, that's back to the start again. GTA Vice City, best game ever made. Not even close. Fuck you, Max Payne 3 enjoyers. Now this deserves a sorry point. So, I'm sure it...
Sorry.
So I'm pre-pogging right now. I can't even talk about it. Oh my god, I'm sweating talking about this. So, I'm sure you guys have seen before that GTA likes to do double packs with like 3 and Vice City and stuff like that. You might have seen it before. We talked about the double feature as well with GTA 1 and London, much more rare. But until recently, I had no idea that this existed, but it does. And I think it's a US only thing, so I had to import it from the US because it's expensive. But also, extremely expensive to find. One of the rarest PS2 games you'll ever find. And the reason for that is because, and not only that, but the full box set as well. And it is GTA LCS and VCS double pack. And you can find these games individually, but it is very difficult to find them with the whole like sleeve thing. And you can even tell that they're like a custom copy when you find them by themselves because they have dedicated decal double packs for like VCS and stuff, for example. So a lot of people, they try and con you by giving you 2 regular versions of the game and then classing it as a double pack, but it's not. You know that you've got a double pack because they have dedicated double pack like DVDs basically. But yeah, this was one of the coolest things that I found, and I really wanted to have that. This is also going on the top shelf, so 2 items are going in the bin, getting set on fire and spat on, and then we're gonna put this on as well. Holy fucking mega bullet. Look at that fucking bubble wrap! Holy shit! I could sell this on the black market and get rich. Big. So, to finish off our collection, so we are currently missing GTA 3, San Andreas, and 5 to get all of the promo copies for all the interesting GTAs that are worth actually collecting for. I say that as a joke. There is actually promo copies of like GTA 1 and stuff, but they're so ridiculously rare, and people are proper assholes about having them, so I kind of don't want to give them the money even if I think it's worth it, you know, like out of just principle. So here we have GTA 3 promo copy, we have GTA 5 promo copy. They were still doing them even on the PS3. So we have a pre-order one with the wrong information, and we also have a promo copy GTA 5 as well. The disc is different. They made them different colors and stuff for PS3. I don't know why. For some reason they have like the red greatest hits thing. They're terrible. I hate them, but whatever, doesn't matter. And then we have GTA San Andreas as well. The best game, GTA game ever, if you have an incorrect opinion. And then we also have Bully Scholarship Addiction. I'm addicted to bullying. I need to bully people. Bully Scholarship Edition. Finally, for some reason, when this game came out on 360 with all the bonus missions and stuff, which is what the Scholarship Edition is. It's like the definitive edition of Bully, but it's actually worse. Classic Rockstar. For some reason, the enhanced version, they're allowed to call it Bully all of a sudden, years later. I don't know why, but yeah, this is the... And you see it's got the promo copy stuff on, like, the... I don't know why it looks like a police thing. It's like, you know, police line do not cross, but you got the promo copy. There you go. So we've got Bully, GTA 3, San Andreas, and GTA 5. And that makes all of our promo collection, I think, which is very exciting. 2 boxes left. How the fuck do I open this? You got a bite out of this? one final promo copy. San Andreas for the Xbox as well. I completely forgot that I had this, but this was actually really cheap. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but it'll come up on the corner somewhere. But yeah, this is probably the cheapest one, I think. I don't know why, but it's cool to have, and yeah. San Andreas on the Xbox is always cool to have. Yeah. Woo! Even got a free piece of bubble wrap. Let's go. Oh, I'll show you the disc as well, because they have custom discs for the Xbox for promos. It's very pragmatic. There you go, you can see it. Not for resale. I'm going to resell all of these, because I'm actually just scalping them all. I baited you all. Hello, it's Eben from the future. Apologies for this weird cut, but the mic that we were using for the unboxing video, the audio just got too bad because we were trying to figure out like settings and stuff, and we should have tested it a bit more, but whatever, it happened. Most of it is passable until the end, so this is why I'm redoing the outro. Say apologies that it's bad, but obviously I didn't want to throw away the entire video when I am audible. But yeah, lesson learned for next time. But I do hope you enjoyed the video. The final total with all the promos and everything that we're adding at the end will be here or here or here or here, depending on what Liv decides to do with it. Maybe it'll be here on my face, who knows. But yeah, that's everything that we've spent so far towards the collection since the last video, not including some extra small stuff, but that doesn't really matter. Here's to much more. I need to buy a bigger shelf because I haven't got enough room to put all the new stuff on. But yeah, I'll be spending lots more rent money on GTA, my GTA collection going forwards. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.